Well, we start a wild night of football at Susquehanna Township. Middletown pays a visit, and anybody that wears number 90 and a running back is good in my book. It's Jaden Riley, and he's not easy to bring down. Plows his way in for 6. And over on the sidelines, here's the message. We are going to give it to you again, so take a break. Blue Raiders give it to Jose Sanchez, and he takes the handoff and goes up the middle. It's a physical game between these two teams. Then we're going to see more from Hannah on offense, Lex Cyrus on the jet sweep, and then at the end of this play, check out Riley, who has a big block at the end to create some move. Now, they're going to stay on the move on offense. Tori Evans is going to hit Cyrus for a sizable game on the right side of the field. This game does go final. They get it in. Township with the victory, 28-13. Hello, everyone, and welcome into week 3 of the high school football frenzy. An unwanted lightning show across the area tonight, wreaking total havoc when it comes to delays and postponements. Some games were played in their entirety. Plenty of them were stopped after kickoff, and others never got on the field. We start with our frenzy game of the week at Milton Hershey. We expected a good one, and as Andrew Callista shows us, this matchup delivers.
Let's get to it. East Pennsboro and Milton Hershey. This one, the game of the year so far. First quarter, Spartans throw haymakers. Third play for the Spartans offense, Jason Burney, 2 to the 1. Angel Roberts on the slant, 76 yards. He's got a house call. Milton Hershey up 7-zip early. 2 possessions later, Coach Jeff Boger likes what he sees. Elijah Johnson drive to the goal line. That's good for another 6. Spartans push it up to 14-0. East Pennsboro needs a response. Brecken Swope has the answer. Top play nominee. Hitch route, gets his face mask grabbed. Who cares? He's off to the races. 77 yards later, he's in the end zone just like that. Panthers down 8. East Pennsboro fans into it. 21-13 at the break. Start of the third, Panthers ground and pound with Elliott Braun. Move the sticks, and that drive is capped off by Keith Otis III. 21 all after the 2-point conversion. Kids are ready. Burney throwing dimes. Roberts on the fade. That's an easy one for him as Milton Hershey goes back on top, 28-21. No quit in the Panthers. J.J. Gassard, look at the leg drive. He's in for the score, but the PAT is blocked. 28-27, under 4 minutes left. Panthers need a stop on defense, and they get it. Their offense 88 yards away with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Otis III finds Trey Good. How about we call him great? 54 yards as he's loose, and he gets all the way down to the 12-yard line, and Otis III calls his own number. That's your game winner. What an ending, 34-28. East Pennsboro, the victors.
Every time we come over here with Coach Boger, they're crazy games. They're always one-score games. Just keep grinding. Really proud of them because they could have folded. We came out and we got punched in the mouth pretty good.
Chemistry is what it is. Toughness in the head is awesome. But, as a team, not getting down on ourselves is all it is.
Panthers are 3-0 as they head to their 1,000th game in school history next week. What a way to storm the frenzy. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Here's a game that's typical of how the night went for athletic directors, fans, and players. Uncertainty as you look to the sky for the 3rd straight week. Hempfield meets a team from the York Adams League. The Black Knights beat Dallastown, were edged by York. But now they're in for a tough test with Central York. As for the Panthers, they start the year with solid wins against CD and CV, Cumberland Valley. Special night at the home of the Panthers. They honor some of the school's all-time greats with their Hall of Fame ceremony. Girls basketball coach Scott Wisner, part of this class. And we're going to pick up this play up midway through, and it's a kickoff return for Cameron Deal, and it ends up being a long sprint down the sideline. He shows off the wheels for the Central York touchdown. Now, we feel a little bad because we missed the first portion of Deal's return, so we're going to show you the entire touchdown run on this play. Deal goes the distance again, wide open into daylight, and he goes all the way into the end zone. The defense posted a shutout last week. They're solid again tonight, so they didn't really need a lot of points to maintain a lead. But Coach Janchik, well, he dials up a trick play. Check out this one. Quick screen from Brooklyn Nace to Preston Fink. He lets it fly to Ethan Carlos. Pretty sneaky stuff, and it works to perfection. This game delayed until Monday. The Panthers lead at this point, 22-zip. In the second quarter. Over to the Mid-Penn, Upper Dauphin heads south to take on Camp Hill. Lions have only allowed 7 points total through 2 weeks. That changes with the Trojans offense. Aiden Bingham in the QB buys some time, connects with Ben Hepler across the middle in stride, which is important because he uses the momentum to sprint all the way in for 6. You know what? They're not happy with the 7th point. They want 8. So Binghamton keeps it. Look at the cuts, lunges in for the 2-point conversion. It's now 21-14 up on the scoreboard. More offense, this time from the Lions, courtesy of Noah Doy. Room on the left side, and you think he's going to be hemmed in. Can't go anywhere, right? Nope. One move to the inside. There it is. That's enough daylight to finish the job. They go for the traditional extra point route, and the lead is back up to 2 touchdowns. Upper Dauphin answers again. They're going to give it to Caleb Snyder, and he's got plenty of room to roam, and he's going to go in for 6 more after he makes that initial cut. Nice move right there. Flash the final scores. Camp Hill takes it 42-20. And while there were football games all over the region, one had some special meaning behind it. Alex Cawley in Hanover to tell us more about it.
Todd, Hanover has a long tradition when it comes to the gridiron. This season marks 100 years of football for the school. And as much as you want to win on a night like this, Coach has known this would be a big one the night he got the job.
Since day one, when I got hired, I remember walking out of the door, and right as I'm getting out of the door, the superintendent says, "Oh, and this is our 100th year of football." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He said not to add any pressure. I said, "I don't feel pressure." It's an awesome thing. I won't be around for 200 years, so we had this circled instantly.
Of course, there's 2 sides to that coin, because Pequot Valley would love nothing more than to play party pooper. As you would imagine, it's a full house in Hanover, and they liked the way the Nighthawks came out in the first quarter. Gavin Trish with a dart to Joey Wilkinson. He snags it, maintains possession. The ground kicks it loose, but he had already broken the plane. Hanover takes the early 7-0 lead. If it's not broke, don't fix it. This time, Trish and Wilkinson connecting again, though this one for a few more yards and still 6 more points. Wilkinson even scoring. Big old bear hug there on the goalpost as Hanover is up 14-0. And I got to say, 100 years old, Nighthawk looking good for his age. Need to ask about that workout routine. Braves, though, able to answer in the second quarter. QB keeper Caden Carter finds a hole, uses blockers until he can pull away for a 70-yard touchdown run. The conversion was no good, so it's 14-6. And stop me if you've heard this one. Lightning rolled into the area at the half, and there was a delay. It is 14-6 at the half. This game will resume on Monday at 5. Well, just a few minutes away, Greencastle Antrim and Delone Catholic are under the lights, or at least they were. They were in a lightning delay in the second quarter, tied at 14. We waited as long as we could before we had to head back. At 9:30, they made the call that they would eventually resume play tonight. Right now, this one just going final. Blue Devils getting the win, 35-21. Hey, look, people on the field. This is showing off here. Mid-Penn versus York Adams. Seed East making the trek to Northeastern. Jared Porter has stretched his legs with 3 touchdowns already in this one. What's one more? Finds a big old hole for a big old gain and a big old touchdown. CD East is out in front by a busload, and it's a good thing the cheerleaders don't have to do push-ups in this one. The Bobcats trying to chip away at the lead, but East defense was smothering tonight. Coaches making sure Northeastern keeps their heads up in this one. Every rep counts. Northeastern able to pick up a sack late in this one, but it is all East who is in cruise control with a 60-6 win. When the frenzy returns, it is one of the marquee matchups in the state this week. Trinity with a big test as they schedule Wyomissing. How the Shamrocks respond to this Spartans battle. You are watching the High School Football Frenzy.